Hello, this is Red Wizard 52, and this is a relaxing Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins, Episode 8. And we just woke up in, I think we're in the Korcori Wilds, here we go. Tyrion Logain's forces fled the battlefield, leaving the king and the Grey Wardens outnumbered and overwhelmed to be slaughtered by the Darkspawn. You were ambushed by Darkspawn in the Tower of Ishal, and only thanks to Flemeth, the Witch of the Wilds, you are still alive. So we're in, I guess I just learned her name, Flemeth's house, which is pretty cool. Very witch-like. This lamp is not lit. Some herbs drying over here, herbs over here. Ooh, all sorts of like medicines. A dead pig hanging, 2 dead pigs. I don't know if that's very hygienic. Maybe she's gonna cook them soon. Cool fire. More herbs, potions, books, lots of books. That's pretty cool. We've already talked to Morgan. Let me see. I have a whole bunch of stuff now. I'm gonna have to sell all of this the first chance I get. I don't think we have any swords that could replace my current sword. And I don't even see any belts. Hey, there's no belts. This chainmail gray iron. Let's see. Scale armor. It's not as good as my gray iron. Ooh, chainmail gloves. Same item. Now I'll look at my iron ring. What's this? Iron ring. Doesn't really seem to do anything. We have all sorts of potions and reagents to build stuff. These things I haven't used at all. Elf root, death root, deep mushroom. The ancient treaties. I don't know. We still haven't got, and we gotta return Rigby's will and testament to some family. But we're probably gonna do some dialogue now. I think I'm gonna talk to this witch, Flemeth. Oh, here's Alistair.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morgan's mother. Afraid you were going to be left alone? I'm fine, I appreciate your concern. It takes more than a few Darkspawn to kill me. Excuse me. I'm fine, I appreciate your concern.
If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Let's see. Who cares what she is? We need to do something. So why did you save us? If you're Flemeth, you must be very old and powerful. We can't be safe here. Where are all the Darkspawn? I suppose we should thank you. I suppose we should thank her.
If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should.
Is there some way we can repay you? We need to stop this blight somehow. Why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these Darkspawn.
Okay.
It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
No, not at all. Of course not. It changed when most of them were slaughtered. The Grey Wardens are no more. Let someone else do it. This land is hardly united, thanks to Logain. Of course not.
We were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Logain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
We need to find this Archdemon. What is this Archdemon exactly? Alistair is the real Grey Warden here, not me. Will you help us blight Flemeth, we should contact the rest of the Grey Wardens. What could the Terran hope to gain by betraying the king? I want to know
The
that.
throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
Arl Eamon, the Arl of Redcliffe? You think the Arl would believe us over the Terran? I'm gonna ask that.
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Okay. Surely there are other allies we could call on. That sounds like a great idea. Keep in mind that Loghain was also an honorable man. Everyone will see the danger of the blight poses, right? And if he doesn't say he'll help us. I'll try to be wise. Keep in mind that Loghain was also an honorable man.
The Owl would never do what Ter Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Al Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
Okay. Surely there are other allies we could call on.
Of course! The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Of course. Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do? As long as there's some profit in it. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, let's say why not.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
As happy, as ready as we'll ever be. I'm just happy with staying alive. I don't suppose you could offer any more help. Yeah, let's ask that.
Now that you mention it, I do have one more thing to offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve? Or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Thank you, but if Morgan doesn't wish to join us.
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Okay. Very well, we'll take her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
Okay.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Okay. She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Okay. Her
I
skirt
am
is
at
cool.
your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you speak your mind. I have no problems with your present if Alistair doesn't. Actually, I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Okay. Are you really Flemeth's daughter?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
I'm just wondering her age. she's just going to stay here alone?
Mother was alone long before I came, and will be so long after I am dead. Such is her choice, though I suspect she would claim the choice was made for her.
Okay. Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travellers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
Interesting.
A chantry. And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch.
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Okay. Is there any reason to go to Lothering then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travellers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed.
Okay.
Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
Very good. Have you never been outside the
From
wild?
time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Okay. Is this what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Okay. How are we going to get past the
real
Darkspawn?
question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
Okay. I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
Okay. The Darkspawn are camped farther in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
Okay. What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Interesting.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Never mind him. You don't have to cook. Then you can substitute for Alistair. Alright, never mind. You don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
Okay. I have no more
Farewell,
questions.
Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Alright. Alistair and Morgan approve. Pretty cool. Okay. So, excuse me. Let's see here. Deep in the wilds. So what are we doing right now? The Arl of Redcliffe. Seek out Arl Aemon. Alistair thinks you should seek the help of Aemon Guerin, the Arl of Redcliffe. Arl Aemon is a highly respected noble and has a great deal of influence in the Landsmeet. Alistair believes that he will certainly aid you once he learns about Logain's betrayal. Paragon of her kind. Gain Orzamar's aid in battling the Blight. You need to travel deep underground to the fabled dwarven city of Orzamar to earn the trust of her king and the dwarven troops for your army. Nature of the beast. Gain the cooperation of the Dalish clans. The wandering Dalish elves, if brought together, are a force to be reckoned with. While they remain suspicious of outsiders, they may still honor the old Grey Warden treaties, go to the Dalish elves, and seek their help to fight the Blight. Broken Circle. Gather the mages of the Circle for your army. The Circle of Magi is a group of powerful mages. If you can enlist their help, they will prove formidable against the Darkspawn. The Circle Tower is situated on Lake Callahan. The novel I'm reading, actually, we're in the Circle Tower right now. It's pretty cool. And Duncan's there too, and he's kind of being mischievous. What's this? Guess I could do this. I've already looked at that. So current quests. Okay. Let's see current quests. Ostagar. Kuslan's. Okay, these are all done. We have all sorts of new codex entries. Dang. Harvard's Aegis. What's that? I don't even remember encountering something called Harvard's Aegis. Is that an item I have? Warden's Oath? What was Harvard's Aegis? Is Alistair wearing it? I guess I could read about it. I don't own anything called Harvard's Aegis. Weird. Let's see. I guess I'm going to read about this Harvard's Aegis. I don't even know what it is. Harvard's Aegis was Mapharoth's closest friend. They were children together in the same Aver-clan. They fought side by side in so many battles that Mapharoth dubbed him Harvard the Aegis. Better to have it at his side than any shield. Mapharoth thought Havard was with him to meet the Tevinters. It was unthinkable to stand before his enemies without his Aegis. When he understood that Mapharoth was giving Andraste over to be executed, Havard, unwilling to draw swords against his friend and liege, placed himself between Andraste and Tevinter's soldiers. The Tevinters struck him down, and Mapharoth left him dead. But Aegis was not easily destroyed. Havard lived and made his way, gravely wounded, to the gates of Minrathus to stop the execution. Too late, he found only the ashes of the prophet left to the wind and rain. When his fingers touched the ass, his ears filled with song, and he saw a vision of Andraste dressed in cloth of starlight. She knelt at him, saying, "Rise, Aegis of the faith. The Maker shall never forget you, so long as I remember." His wounds healed instantly, and with new strength Howard gathered up Andraste's remains and carried them safely back to the land of Alamari. But what is this item? I don't even know where it is. I'm just looking for it. It's weird. Okay. Is this organized by name? Looks like it is. No, it's not. Oh, we do have Harvard's. Okay. Huh. Requires 22 strength. Where did I get this? Okay, once I level, I'm going to totally give that to somebody. I mean, once I get to 22 strength. Oh, alright. Bam. Now we can use it. Constitution and let's see, cunning. I don't think I need cunning. We'll do dexterity. Dexterity, strength, and constitution. And what's this? Master combat training. The character is highly experienced in combat and gains small bonuses to armor and attack. Warriors and rogues gain access to top tier weapon talents. Yeah, why not? Seems like we just should get this out of the way. I don't want to make that decision too quickly. Okay, let's do it. So, taunt, threaten. Some of this bravery, passive. The warriors. I'm gonna aim for some of these things. Death blow, perfect striking, weapon and shield. Got these things. I'm gonna go. What's this? Disengage. A relaxed position makes the warrior seem less threatening, reducing hostility of nearby enemies who seek other targets instead. Taunt. It's weird because these are redundant. If I, I don't want Eindar and Alistair to, reproduce the same effect. So we'll do this. Templar. Each of the Templar's melee hits against an enemy. Okay. Can I do this? I guess I can't. Requires level 9. Okay. Alright, it's not very exciting, but I guess we'll keep... I guess I don't need this shield bash in order to get shield pommel. Which, no, I guess I do. Shield block. Alright, we'll do that. Why can't I do that? 10 dexterity? Oh, I already have it. That's why. Duh. Alright, we'll do that. Okay. Cool. Can I go back in here? It's locked. Looks really cool outside. Like how looks very different outside. Like a separate area. It actually looks a lot different outside. This game is really pretty. I know the graphics are somewhat dated, but it just looks really pretty. Can I talk to her anymore?
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
Could you answer some questions?
Questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested in action.
Okay. Can I ask about your magic?
What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Okay.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
That's funny.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently.
How long have you lived in the wilds?
Since before I was wrinkled and old. You may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her.
Okay. You don't seem happy about that. Are you sure they didn't just die from horror? These are both insulting, so I'm going to go with one.
I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough. You have your task to complete.
Okay. What will you do? Do you have any advice?
About the Darkspawn?
About anything, really.
Then hear this. I laugh at a world full of stupid humans who ignore the Blight's evil and abandon their vigilance to chase mortal goals. Remember, it is up to you to destroy the Blight. Pray not for someone else to destroy it. It will always nip at your heels.
Okay. What will you do once we're gone?
Have a moment's peace for once.
All
I
right.
hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
This is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long. May your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
I have no more questions.
Then we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat.
Okay. We actually didn't look at... first, let's set some tactics for Morrigan. Debilitator? We gotta look at her skills first. So let's see. Character. Oh, wait. I'm jumping all over the place. I want to equip this Aegis. What is it? Where's it at? Harvard's Aegis. What does it look like? Oh, it doesn't really look all that cool. It's just... There's actually no... I thought maybe there'd be an image on the back. That sucks. But what are you gonna do? It's pretty cool. It, +4 spell resistance, chance to avoid missile attacks. So I think I'm gonna keep the Kuslan sword, but maybe I should equip this, what is it called? Warden Recruit Shield, +2 damage to Darkspawn. Nah, I'm gonna keep my other shield. So let's look at Morgan now. Can I give her anything cool? Magic staff, 4.8. Let's see. I do have a couple of staffs. No, I have one staff. So yeah, her staff is currently much better, so we'll sell that. Armor. Let's see. Leather helmet for her? Why not? Is that bad? Print this cow. What does that do? Mental resistance? Armor or mental resistance? I don't know what mental resistance is, but it seems like she's a magic user. I should give her that. Can she use shields? No, not with a staff. She can't use chainmail. Leather armor. What's this? +2 magic. Okay, we'll keep that. Leather boots. Armor 1, fatigue 0.51. Armor. Okay, we'll give her these. If it messes, I want to see how they change. I guess her doesn't change at all. How about these studded leather gloves? Yeah, she's not changing very much. I guess that's about it. I don't think that's gonna mess with her. So she has a little bit of armor now. Armor of 45 compared to 80. I'm sorry, not 80. 55, 61, 58, 45. So she's okay. I'll put some of these lyrium potions down here. Potent, greater, and lesser. What is this? Okay, we don't have any flasks to make stuff, but she'll be able to help me make stuff with all of this stuff, right? Lightning rune. I guess I have to. These don't really go anywhere, right? They have to go in weapons, I think. Oh, gift, tribal necklace. How can I give that? How do I give that? Gift.
A fine gift.
Oh,
You have my thanks.
there you go. Didn't really mean to do that, but okay. What's the silver bracelet? Gift. Can be sold at a merchant or given to a certain party member to influence their approval rating. Silver bracelet. Maybe I'll give that to. What does this do? I'll give you, Alistair.
Is that for me?
Yeah,
Really?
that's funny.
Wow. Wow.
And it's all the way up here. That's funny. Okay, I think that's it. I'm worried about how much we're carrying. So, Morgan. We have mage, shapeshifter. That's pretty cool. Human. Where's her skills at? So spider shape. The shapeshifter can transform into a giant spider, gaining a large bonus to nature resistance as well as the spider's web and poison spit abilities. The caster's spell power determines how powerful the form is. With Master Shapeshifter, the mage becomes a corrupted spider, growing still stronger. Okay. Winter's Grasp. The caster envelops targets in frost, freezing lower level targets solid. That's pretty cool. Lightning. I'm used to that. None of this other stuff. Mind Blast. The caster projects a wave of telekinetic force that stuns enemies caught in the sphere. Vulnerability Hex. The target suffers a hex that inflicts penalties to cold resistance, electricity resistance, fire resistance, nature resistance, and spirit resistance. Disorient. The caster engages in subtle mental manipulation that disorients the target for a short time, making the target a less effective combatant. I like that. Is this weakness? Drain life. The caster creates a sinister bond with the target, draining its life in order to heal the caster. Entropy, that's pretty cool. What's this? Mind Blast, okay. Alright, well, we'll give her... let me look at her tactics. I think with Morgan, we'll say a Debilitator. Yeah, Disorient, Drain Life, Vulnerability, all of that stuff. Mind Blast. Nice. She'll mess with people. Okay. So let's explore this area. So it don't seem like there's much to explore over here. Beautiful wilderness. Deep in the wilds. Okay. So then we'll say goodbye to Flemeth. And I guess there's nothing really... There's nothing more that we can explore here, so... World map. Oh, this is awesome. I love the way this looks. Remember, we can go to our camp. You have just opened the world map. It details major locations of interest around the Kingdom of Ferelden. You can use the world map to travel to various locations, although some are not available until you meet certain criteria. That's awesome. The current party campsite. Let's go to Lothering. Wait, I gotta get a sense here. Okay, west to Orlais, the empire that once conquered this land. Frostback Mountains. What's that? Sulters Pass. Although the route is more treacherous than Gerland's Pass to the north, Sulcur's Pass can shave more than 2 days' travel off the journey to Orlais. Okay. Redcliffe Castle. It's pretty cool. Arl Aemon, we gotta get there. Arl Aemon Gwyn is there. We need to tell him about what happened at Ostagar. Redcliffe Village, a fishing village on the shores of Lake Callahan. This is where the Circle Tower is located. Rising out of the middle of the lake, Galahad, this tower is the home of Ferelden's Circle of Magi. Lake Callahan docks, sitting in the shadows of the old Imperial Highway. These docks are now the only means to reach the tower. What's this? Brecilian outskirts, the edge of the Brecilian forest, the dangers of which are well recorded in local legends. So that would be where the elves are, right? Dinnerum. Ferelden's largest city and main port, it is also the location of the royal palace. But where is the Kuslan territory? Because I want to know where the Kuslans lived. Anyhow, we're going to go to Lothering. That's cool. The blood. Very cool. Apparently there is a tabletop role-playing game based on this CRPG. I'd like to look into that. It's like a little bit bigger than a village. Oh, wait, this is Dinnerum.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Bannorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
It's so weird because he was a nice guy in the first novel. In the first novel, he's like a, you know.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Person just disappeared in that cinematic. They just kind of faded away. I don't know if you saw. It's kind of funny.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I guess that fellow is the leader.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
Let's see. You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees. You're toll collectors then? I think we could take these guys. But I also don't want to kill them. I don't think my guy would want to. He'd want to avoid a fight. I'm gonna let him, but I'm also not going to give them 10 silvers. That's just not who my character is. He would not just get, cow to their demands. You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees. Maybe I should start with this question. You're toll collectors then?
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
You're fixing the highway? I think not.
Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
Do shut up. Even a Genlock would have understood that.
Forget it. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Intimidate. Do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Teyrn Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found. What do you say, gents? With that kind of bounty, we can retire. Let's be heroes to the kingdom.
Oh, I didn't know that. There's a bounty on us Grey Wardens? Man, that's not cool. Let's see, who's this guy? Bandit leader. Let's take him out first. So, let's see. Shield bash that guy. You go ahead and attack that guy. We don't want them using their. It looks like they have crossbows. Is that correct? Why not attack that guy? Yeah. But you should shield pommel him. Morgan. We can do all sorts of cool stuff with Morgan. Lightning bolt. That guy. And then become a spider. Because that just sounds awesome. Okay. Alright, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. If I saw that thing, I would run so fast. Okay, attack that guy. You do your howl. Dread howl. Maybe, just in case, lesser healing poultice. Alistair. Precise striking on that guy. Precise striking. And yeah, I'm just gonna let the spider do its thing. What was it? Poison spit. The creature spits poison on its target, dealing nature damage. And then web. This fires a web. Immobilize the bandit leader. I want to do that on the bandit leader. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Nice. That's cool. Alright. Okay. Shield cover. Yeah. Doing pretty good. Why don't you poison this? Okay. Alright. There's another lesser healing poultice.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by. before the Darkspawn get us all.
Okay, a moral enigma. Get by, you're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
Oh, this is going to be hard. Now you die. That's all you deserve. I want some questions answered. I'm turning you into the authorities. You follow my lead. I could use some soldiers. Hand over everything you've stolen. Then start running and don't come back. I don't want them to prey on other people. I want some questions answered.
Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts.
What's going on in Lothering? Have you heard of any survivors from the battle?
It's packed full. The band took his men north with Tairn Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
Excuse me. But he's been killing people. We're gonna get some more information out of him. Have you heard from any survivors from the battle?
Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
Okay. What news have you heard?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tairn Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens.
Yeah, I learned that. What have you been doing?
Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly.
It's not very
There
nice.
aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much.
Okay.
Well, then let me go.
We said they're not hurting people too much. Hand over everything you've stolen.
Yes, yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
And start running and don't come back.
Bless you. The Darkspawn can have this place.
Alright. Cool. Look at that. Gold piece. Dead Templar. Knight's locket. This golden locket bears with it a tiny painting of a pretty brown-haired girl. Brown-haired young woman. Oh my gosh. It is impossible to... This text is really small. It is impossible to tell who the woman might be, but whoever owned the locket was quite fond of her. Knight's note. A crumpled note written by Sir Henrik, Knight of Redcliffe. Okay. Got a new quest. Let's check this codex out. I'm going to check it out before I forget. So, notes. Okay. A note from Sir Henrik, the Templar. So many of my fellow knights have been searching for the urn. Surely one of them must have found Brother Genetivi by now. Still, till I hear that all is well, I must proceed as planned. Brother Genetivi holds the king to finding the urn of sacred ashes. We always knew this, but I believe I now know where Brother Genetivi lies. I have been to his home in Dinnerham and found the trail, and I am amazed that other knights have not done likewise, unless they have. No, it is best not to get caught up in thoughts of conspiracy. Sir Donald awaits my report in Lothering. I must go to him immediately and report what I have learned. Should anyone find these ramblings, all I ask is that he be informed of my fate. I pray that he complete what I cannot. I like the soundtrack here. And we leveled up. It's awesome. Mentioned some chests, so I'm going to get those chests. But let's level up. Of course, always going to have a strength, constitution, dexterity. And... Still not going to go in for any of these. I'm going to wait. I might as well do the Master Combat training because I've been in all sorts of battles. I think it's appropriate. It fits the story. Get that out of the way. And I'm going to keep working on this shield stuff. Shield cover. I'm going to max this stuff out first. It's another mode, right? Well, in this mode, the warrior shield provides great... Okay, yeah. Awesome. 1 tactic slot. Okay. Alright, shield bash, shield... Okay. Okay, cool. Alright. So, I want to get a look over here. Look at that. So we have a camp going on. Maybe those are refugees in Lothering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tents. It's pretty cool. I don't know what that is. It's a big house. It's like a farmhouse. Windmill. Apparently this is the Imperial Highway. There's a Winter Imperium. What are these called? Basically palisades.
And I'm off.
Trap trigger. Even the most powerful trap requires a trigger. This bit of metal and wire could easily be turned into one by someone with sufficient skill. We have a short bow. Okay. Trap trigger. Deep mushrooms. I thought they said there was more silver. Where's the silver that they said they had? Barricades. That's the word I was going for, not palisade. Let's look at the map. Oh, it's just fog of war in the town. Let's see. Okay. It's just... Oh, it's pretty cool.
There it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Wow.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
Just get to the point. What did you want to talk about, Alistair? You have been very quiet.
Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
And she's
Anyway,
mean.
I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Let's just get going. I need to look for Fergus. He might still be alive. I don't know who that is. Fergus. Fergus. Why am I blanking on that? We should try and use these treaties, I assume. We should hear some news before we can decide. You have some thoughts on that point, Alistair? Oh, Fergus is the my brother. Yeah. I'm going to say that. Maybe I should be a little personal here.
He was out scouting in the wilds, wasn't he? That's what the king said.
Then attempting to look for him there would be foolish. He is either dead or he managed to flee to the north.
Okay.
Very sensitive.
I am simply saying that it is foolish to mount a rescue when you have no notion where this man is and the wilds are overrun with darkspawn.
Fair enough.
Either find him somewhere outside the wilds with other survivors, or not at all.
Okay. Doesn't mean I shouldn't look for him. Maybe I should say that.
That's exactly what it means. You wish to do this brother of yours a service? Avenge him. The time to look for survivors will come later.
Okay.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
Yes, I have.
There are 3 main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi.
Okay.
I also still think that Arl Eamon is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Okay. Then we need to find these people, of course. Is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens? Why are you leaving it up to me, I should say? What do you think we should do, Morgan? Why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arl Eamon is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Okay. Is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Okay. What do you think we should do, Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Okay. They don't seem like they get along very well. Do we need to find these
I
people?
can give you directions, if you like.
Great. Where do we find Arl Aemon?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Okay. Where do we find the Dalish
If we
elves?
head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there.
Okay. And the dwarfs.
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
And the Circle of
That will
Magi.
be at their tower on Lake Carlenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
Alright. Where would Loghain be
If
exactly?
he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Alright. Let's go.
Then you have a plan.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Alright. Awesome. These hats are not looking cool on my friends. They look kind of silly. So yeah. Let me just do a little bit more exploring of the village and then we'll call it an episode. Nice delayed land. Look at that sun. That's awesome. Sunset. I wonder if the time changes in the game. Or if it's just
All right.
stays the same time in Lothering all the time. Chickens.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
Oh, poor guy.
The blight has truly come, and the king is dead. We're all going to die.
Very optimistic.
I want to go home.
I'm sorry. All these people. Look, it's a refugee camp.
What will happen to us now that the king is dead?
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Never.
I hear those bandits are back again. Why don't the Templars kill them?
Well, I took care of them.
So let's talk about your mother.
Searching for some holy artifact.
I'd rather talk
Not
about
one
your
of them
mother.
stopped to help.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates. Mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Or we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Okay. They really don't like each other. So he said something about...
We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits. Many didn't.
I mean, I hope they weren't killing people.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
Okay.
Please, we came here to get away from the fighting.
I'm not fighting anyone.
I don't like this place. Why did we come here?
Because of the blight.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
Well, hopefully you're right. What's in here? Dagger, I'll take that.
Huh.
Blank vellum. I still haven't figured out what that stuff's for. We need to get some flasks, so I don't think I can make anything yet. Yeah, I need flasks. Mabari Crunch. What is Mabari Crunch? It's a mystery why the fighting hounds of Ferelden desire treats composed partially of plant matter. The crunch is also a mystery. Mabari Crunch restores a small amount of the Mabari hound's health and stamina. Why not? We'll make one. So where's this Mabari Crunch? Let's see. We made one. Mabari Crunch. Okay, so here, let's go to Fafard. Put one there, just in case. Yeah. All right. This refugee camp is kind of sad.
The
blight has truly come.
Alright,
The king
alright,
is
alright. We heard that.
dead. We're all going to die.
Some cots. Probably some what are they called? Grain. Basically, it's a word that I'm thinking about. I can't think of it. Let's see here. Forgetting anything? So this is the refugee camp. Say merchant. Oh, we need to go to this merchant. That's where I'm going.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned.
Templar.
Why? Is that so strange? It was my...
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found.
Okay, this guy looks pretty cool.
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
What do you mean?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Can I ask a few questions?
I'm just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense.
Okay. Is anyone in charge here?
Has marched north with Tern Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
Elder Miriam and Sir Brian. What's this? Charters Board. I guess that's a mission.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
It seems like they're profiteering. I think I can deduce that.
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
I don't trust you. I think you're being unscrupulous. You don't think you're being unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
Solve this yourselves. I'm not getting involved. Fair enough. Time to go, priest. I think you can compromise and still make a profit. No? Lower your prices or lose your goods. I think I'm probably going to be better off. I don't know how this works, but I'm going to try to intimidate.
You wouldn't dare. I'm leaving.
Go if you like, but your wagon stay. I wonder if I kill him. She probably doesn't want me to kill him.
And who's gonna make me leave him? You? I hope the Darkspawn choke on your cheap hides. Ah!
I suppose it couldn't be helped. Maker help us all.
That sucks. So I lost the opportunity to sell stuff. That really sucks. I tried. I honestly responded to those prompts. Studded helmet, okay. So there's no more merchant. Chantry. Chanter's board. That sucks. All right. Well, I think I'm going to hold off on going to this Chantry's board. That's cool, the Chantry. Nice. That looks awesome. It's like the church. This is such a cool place. Okay, so I guess I'm still reeling from not being able to buy and sell stuff now. That sucks. I guess that's what I get for trying to be a do-gooder. I wonder how the persuade and the intimidate works. Like why I think I'm failing checks or something. In any case, that's episode 8. Thank you very much, and have a good day.